Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and this is a Lace Spirit Design Studio vlog. It is July, and even though we have had over 100-degree weather literally every day this month so far, and with no signs of stopping, I am getting ready for Halloween. And if you've been around, you know that's because in a couple of weeks I will be at MidSummer Scream, which is, I think, the biggest horror and Halloween convention, at least on the West Coast. That's in Long Beach, California, at the end of July, the 26th through the 28th. Yes, it's the same weekend as San Diego Comic-Con, but I honestly don't think that's going to matter. So we've been doing, I say we, it's me. I've been doing so much work and there's still so much to be done. So this is a two-part Con Crunch vlog. This is part one. You will see part two next week, which I think is actually gonna go up during the con. And then obviously the con vlog will happen sometime afterwards. But I have been a busy bee. In the last week, I got together with my best friend Chi, and they helped me, if you remember the hat that I bought, the witch hat, because I planned to dress up as my character, Human Spirit. I talked about this in a previous vlog, but they helped me make a bow for the hat, and it came out so freaking cute. And I'll show it off probably at the end. Like, there's some clips that you will have just seen of like our craft day that we had. But I have to dye the hat because the boots that I bought to match, again mentioned in the previous vlog, the boots that I bought are really dark brown and the hat is a dark gray. So I'm going to dye it, and I've never dyed anything before. So obviously the instructions on the bottle are pretty straightforward, and Chi lent me their big stainless steel pot that they use to dye things for their cosplays. So I'm going to do that. And then if there's time today, we're gonna see. I'm kind of pooped out already. It's late in the afternoon. If there's time today, I'm gonna start putting together a test booth because there's so much new stuff that's gonna be happening on this table that I need to see that I have room for it all. So let's get to work. Welcome back to my kitchen. We are gonna dye a hat. So this is the big stock pot. It looks so much smaller in that preview mirror, but it is already full of water. And I hope that I'm gonna do this right because I have one shot at this. I really don't think there's gonna be anything wrong. Like, if it takes barely any dye, it's not gonna be that big of a deal because then I can just try it again. So let's get cooking. Apron in case it splashes. Rubber gloves because it says to do it. And I try to do things by the book the first time around. This is gonna take a while. Okay, it is the next day, and I don't think this is gonna show up on camera at all. This took hardly any of the dye, and I used the entire bottle. It did turn out a little warmer than it was before, I think. I'll put up the clip from the last vlog so you can compare. But this is it, and the bow that was made pretty much matches exactly the drawing that I did. So let me just try this on. I feel like it's lost a little bit of its shape from the dyeing process, but I think it'll be okay. So that is basically it from the front. The bow just slides on and off from the back. Waha! I don't know if you can see it very well. And I will wait until you guys see the full cosplay. I'm fussing with the brim just because it does feel like it's lost a little bit of its shape, but that's okay. It's okay if it's a little bit frumpy. I will wait until the actual convention to show you guys the full outfit because I think it's going to be really cute, but I don't want to spoil anything. I want to give you guys a reason to come back aside from just wanting to check in on what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I think it'll match. The boots okay. And they're not going to be right next to each other, so nobody's going to really know for sure. But now I need to do the test booth. I've already put the frame together, and then I need to fuss with where things are going to go. Tomorrow, the shaker charms, the potions arrive from the manufacturer. These are not the Kickstarter rewards. These are just the ones I'm bringing with me to MidSummer Scream. And I haven't listed extras yet because I had to change the size of a couple of them because of the way you couldn't put multiple pieces in them, which was the whole point. So I'm going to make sure that these are okay first. I did also finish up the backdrop, and that I think also delivers tomorrow. I was able to do expedited shipping and they turned it around in 24 hours, which was amazing. I can show you real quick the time-lapse drawing that I did, and I put it in Illustrator and I did a live trace on it, or image trace, whatever you call it, and I didn't have time to clean it up. So I think the actual full thing is going to be really lumpy because image trace is not the best unless you're going through and finessing it. But I hate working in Illustrator, so it is what it is, and I didn't have time to clean it up, so just don't look too closely at it, and it'll be fine. But it turned out really cute, I think. I'm really excited to use it. I hope feedback is good regarding it. So, but the point is, people can, you know, see it on their way to the exit, because in the lobby, there's other things to do. There's other booths along that alleyway to the exit, and then on the other side of the row, where there aren't booths, are rooms, and in there are, I think, autographs and stuff, and there's other things going on, but like the most important thing is the Black Cat Cafe, or the Black Cat Lounge, which is a cat cafe and adoption space, and that always gets aligned. So I'm hoping that the people are going to see cute pumpkin kitty Jackie and want to come see what this booth is all about. They will have seen it by now, but I did finish up the July Patreon sticker sheet, which you can see here. So here's the rewards that I will be sending out by the end of the month, and that'll probably happen after MidSummer Scream because there's just too much to do, and this week has been totally derailed every single day. So those things are finished up, and there's still artwork to be done. So I think as soon as I get to a point where I'm done fussing with the test booth, I'm gonna sit down and draw. par for the course, or whatever the phrase is, yesterday was derailed, like the rest of the week. So I managed to at least put the test booth together. And it's not a complete, like, this is what it's going to look like on the table test, but I needed to kind of see where things were going to go to make sure there was going to be enough room on just the 8-foot table, because I'm not bringing or renting any additional table space. And I needed to kind of plot out where the new stuff is going to go. So let me show you real quick how that all turned out. Okay, I want you guys to remember, this is literally just the bones, but it's going to be a hybrid of self-serve, and over here is going to be menu style. And let me explain why. So you'll notice that this is all going to be my acrylic keychains, as usual, and periwinkles will be here, as usual, but I need room for stickers and sticker books. Stickers and sticker books are my best-selling items, period, throughout the store. So moving forward, am going to be dedicating more space to these things. I was able to borrow these tiered shelves from Bestie Chi because mine are only 5 tiers high and theirs were 7, and they had 2 of them, which worked out because I'm gonna do one for deco sticker sheets and I'm gonna do one for all the die cut stickers, and I'm gonna have a couple of new designs for die cut stickers, so I need the extra space. This actually worked out super perfect because not only they aren't all displayed yet, but not only will I have room for all of the Pride deco stickers, which I don't usually, I also have room right here on the second row for a brand new sheet design that is unreleased and I haven't done it yet. But you will notice that right here is where the patches and lanyards usually are. I will have patches and lanyards, but they're not going to be displayed up because it takes up valuable real estate that, again, is better served for the sticker books. So over here, this stuff is all obviously going to be self-serve. I'm dedicating this little basket. I'm going to shove all of my lanyards and some of the patches in there, and you can just kind of pick them up because that way they're not taking up a whole thing that's important space for people to see. And then this is going to be $10 mystery bags, and then $20 mystery bags are going to be here. And then imagine, if you will, in our 10 by 10 space, over here is going to be the backdrop stand. So this is where the new stuff comes in. Because of the space issue, I'm going to do menu style for the enamel pins and for the shaker charms and the links. This board is going to be where the brand new shaker potions are going to be. So you're going to be able to pick whichever one. There's going to be a little sign up here that talks about the apothecary. You're going to be able to pick your vessel, and then down here there's going to be a little catalog which you will have, it's going to be laminated. You'll be able to use a dry erase marker and circle the 6 or more shaker pieces that you want. And then down here I have a little plaque that I'm going to make a printout for, like, explaining how it works, and then this is going to be the 3 different mystery bags for mystery shaker pieces. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory otherwise. I'm super happy that I don't have to have a second table for this. And I'm super glad that I didn't actually rent one in anticipation of needing it, because just a 6-foot table to rent was $90 and I wasn't gonna do that. And since there's so many new boards to make, I've got 4 of these boards, and then I'll be making the apothecary sign that goes right above here. And then I've been thinking, so right here above my little window, I always end up putting our booth number. If we're given a piece of paper that has our booth number on it, I always end up like cutting it out and putting it up here. So I thought, how cute would it be to make a little laminated board that goes up there and says this booth number is, and then I can just change it out for every show. So because I'm gonna have so many boards to make, I thought that next week I would show you guys finally how I make them. And there's gonna be art in next week's vlog too, because I'm gonna have so many stickers to draw. But something very exciting has just delivered. The potion shakers are here! This came so fast. I think I ordered them in bulk less than a week ago. So let's dig in. Oh, there's so many. Always. They literally always give me one of these. So I ordered, I think 30 pieces. This doesn't look like 30, but it never does. I think I ordered 30 pieces of each piece. And some of those are going to go into mystery bags. I think this is all pieces. Dang. Yes. Nope, there's some shakers down there. And these are all the shakers in here. Just the empty bottles. So let me show you, let me find them. Every day we are learning something new. And you cannot just expect to resize something in Photoshop and know exactly how it's going to look in comparison to something else. And I should have done a side-by-side. Or at least ask the manufacturer to hold them up against each other before mass producing them. And this is what I was afraid of. But let me show you. So the narrow bottles in the original 7cm size was too small. They couldn't fit, usually in most cases, all of the pieces that were intended to go for each set. So that was an issue to me because if people can fit less than 6 pieces, I don't want that because I want them to be able to fit 6 or more. So I was like, okay, well, I'm too lazy to redo this artwork to make it a wider design, so let me just make it bigger. And I figured, okay, 7cm versus 10cm is not going to be that big of a difference. It should just be a little bit bigger. I thought it was going to be like that much bigger. This, friends, is why you make samples. Sample number 1 didn't work out. Sample number 2, mass produced, also isn't gonna work out, but it's massive. This is so silly. In comparison to any of the regular sizes, like, it just looks ridiculous. I mean, it can fit more. I guess when you compare, like, come on, focus. When you compare the shaker spaces, it's a little bit bigger. I don't know what to do. I don't even think this is gonna fit in the packaging that I have. Let me try. I'm so annoyed at myself right now. You would think if I've been doing this long enough, I would know better. So I guess the people of MidSummer are just going to get the option of an unusually large tall bottle. So this is the yellow bottle, the blue bottle, and the bandana bottle. Everything else is the correct size. So these ones are just gonna be the wrong size, but what are you gonna do? I don't, So I'm gonna probably, moving forward, adjust the artwork for when I order for the Kickstarter stuff and beyond, because this is ridiculous. If any of these don't sell, they're just gonna go into mystery bags after this if I correct the file. But yeah, otherwise, this is it. Like, those are all the tiny shaker pieces. There's so many of them. I think there's 30. I'm pretty sure I asked for 30. But yeah, so I have to count all of these, package all of these. I did order some containers for the tiny shaker pieces, so they're easier to sort through and order when you're at my booth. And yeah, this is a lot of work, and I'm probably gonna ask for my mom's help. Well, despite the fact that this week has been derailed, and Ryan would say, every time you order something on the internet, you always get disappointed. And it hasn't happened in a while. And now I'm scared about how the PhotoOp banner is gonna turn out, because that's just kind of the theme right now. I don't know, this month has been extremely cursed. Every single day of July has felt like a Monday, and that's not good. So I'm hoping that next week things will go better, because I only have 4 days to plan and prep for MidSummer. So I have artwork to do too, so next week is going to be a very artsy vlog, a very crafty vlog, while I will be making those boards and showing you guys my process for that. Please stick around and maybe hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, so you don't miss it. And then after that, it's just going to be whatever gets done gets to be at MidSummer Scream. So tune in for the part 2 Con Crunch vlog. and I'm gonna go wring my hands about this because I don't know if this is just like a happy accident or if I really messed up. So only time and perspective will tell. So thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I hope to see you in the next one, and have a fantastic weekend. Bye. And that's why I wish you the